guys! So I want to introduce a new segment to my channel and I'm calling it Trend Reports. And here I will be sharing with you guys some of the latest trends that I have been seeing in the fashion world, the beauty industry, some of the cool new things that might be popping out of food and beverage, and even some cool new things from tech. Whatever it is, if I think that it's awesome and I want to share it with you guys, I'm going to do it here. And I'm just creating this platform for us to share and discuss some of the things that we think will take off and go crazy, some of the things we think will flop, and even create a space where we can discuss whether or not we'll want to try out these trends. So let's get started. So the first trend I want to talk to you guys about is fashion. Adidas relaunched the Stan Smith in 2014 and it exploded in popularity. Everyone from fashion bloggers to fashion editors to celebrities to athletes were wearing this shoe non-stop. It was literally everywhere. So Adidas has decided to capitalize on the popularity of the Stan Smiths with a relaunch of one of their other shoes from their archives, the Superstar. This shoe first gained popularity in the 1980s with Run DMC, and it is seeing its moment in the sun again in 2015. And I really like this trend. I love the nostalgic throwback to the Stan Smith in 2014, and then again, now we're seeing it with the Superstars. And I love the touch to 80s hip hop, and I think that this shoe would be amazing in anyone's collection. In fact, it'll likely be in my collection sometime soon. And I just am enjoying this sporty chic trend that we have going on just because I am loving casual, comfortable wear and I am all about it. The next trend I want to talk to you guys about is hair. The hair trend for 2015 is to take on the ever so popular ombre, which was everywhere in 2014. I can definitely say that I was an active participant in that trend. But for 2015, we're seeing a subtle shift towards more of your hair, your natural hair, but better. And they're calling it the Tortoiseshell. It is essentially an ombre, a balayage where you paint in color, but definitely not as stark of a difference as an ombre where you're seeing dark roots and blonde ends. It is definitely more of an enhancement to your natural color, playing with highlights and lowlights in the same color family. And definitely for brunettes, you're seeing a lot more caramel and honey hues, colors that enhance the look of your hair and give your hair a lot more of a oomph without actually taking it too far from one end of the spectrum in color or the other. And I am loving this trend. I accidentally kind of fell into this trend just because I cut off the ends of my hair recently, and that just kind of took off all of those blonder, lighter shades and have given me this caramel kind of tortoiseshell. It's kind of just a smattering of color in places where it's not too drastic, but it is just kind of giving your hair more dimension and definitely enhancing your natural color, which I am all about. 100% in love with this hair trend. Definitely go try it out. So let's talk beauty. And makeup is definitely following along the lines of hair, and it's all about your natural beauty, but better. And we saw last year that contour was king. Everyone was contouring their face, definitely making sure it was sculpted. Every brand came out with a contour kit of some sort, and it was all about the chiseled high cheekbones and the sculpted jaw and the contoured nose. And in 2015, we're seeing the industry kind of shift away from that and more towards a lighter hand with creating dimension to your face. Definitely still adding in shadows, but definitely not to the extent of creating a cheekbone that's not necessarily there. It's definitely sticking with your natural beauty and the natural contours of your face, but enhancing it slightly. And I love that the beauty industry is embracing natural beauty and kind of shying away from trying to sculpt your face to look like something it's not. And I love this trend of a fresh face, your lovely looks, your natural looks, just with a little bit of makeup. And I think that that's fantastic. And that's all that makeup should be. I think that this new trend is phenomenal. So the last trend I want to talk to you guys about is food. And even though it's the last trend we're talking about, it is probably my favorite because I am just loving what the food industry is doing in terms of mashing up different ingredients to create something cool and new. And we saw that mashup come to fruition in the cronut, and that just went insane. So for 2015, the new mashup that I'm extremely excited about is called the Doughka. And what's a Doughka, you ask? Well, it's as if a donut and a babka had a baby, and that baby was the best thing you've ever eaten. And I first was introduced to a Doughka when I walked into Dough. And Dough is a donut shop here in New York. And I walked in just because I wanted to get a donut. And their donuts there are amazing. They're fluffy, they're chewy, they're light, they're airy, and their fillings and their glazes are just to die for. And then I look to the side and they have this thing in the case, and it just looked like a donut on steroids. It was like a loaf braided with stuff on it, and I found out that it is a Doughka. So they use their donut dough to create a babka and braid in different types of toppings and fillings. And I was just like, I'm gonna try it. I tried it, instantly fell in love with it. There's literally nothing to complain about with this delicious treat. And it comes in 3 different flavors: Mexican chocolate, lemon and olive oil, and sticky banana. I got my hands on the Mexican chocolate and I was just in heaven. And I'm pretty sure, at least in New York, this thing is going insane because ever since I tried it, I've tried to go back to get it and it's been sold out every time I try to get it. And if you are in the New York area, definitely hit up Dough and try out their Doughka. You won't regret it. It is worth the trip. So that's it for my trends. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are gonna try one of these trends out. And definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to see if I'm trying out some of these trends. And you guys can like some of the photos if you guys are into it. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!